the Izzy V, coming back to you live from the Gridiron, Dallas, Texas. So, what are we going to do today? Today I figured I'd share with you a little bit of the haul that I got from my recent trip to the Stranger Things store out at the Grapevine Mills Mall. So for those who don't know, Stranger Things is probably one of my favorite shows. I've been watching it since season 1, and just every time a new season comes out, I just binge watch the whole thing, and just fascinated by it. Hey, what's up, B. Morgan? The 80s were probably the best decade ever. I always say so. Not everybody agrees, but their opinions don't count. But anyway, so Stranger Things has set up these pop-up stores, right? I think there's a couple in the U.S. and one in London. And we have one here in Dallas, Texas. Well, it's actually out in Grapevine Mills, which is about 25-minute drive outside of Dallas. But it's at the Grapevine Mills Mall. And I've been there twice already. And both times I've spent probably more money than I should have. But they just have the most awesome merchandise. Like everything that's in the show, they have for sale at the store. All the cool caps, shirts, like you name it, they have it there. So I've been back twice, and both times I picked up merchandise, new merchandise. Some of it collectibles and some of it to wear. So I'm going to share a little bit of that with you here, what I bought. So first up, we got this really cool. It's kind of got an 80s flavor to it with the neckline accents and the arm accents. Kind of like 80s vibe. I don't know if you can see that. Got the three. It's got the insignia. So I picked that up. I actually wore this once already, so it's used already, not brand new. So got that one. Let's see what else we got here. This one's another cool one. I picked this one up on the second visit because I saw it and I'm like, I need to have that one. So we got just your classic black tee, front and back black tee, and with the Stranger Things logo on the front of it. So I could walk around town wearing this as Stranger Things. I'm probably going to get a bunch of funny looks from people like, Stranger Things, what does that mean? Hey, Bob, what does Stranger Things mean? I don't know, Diane. What's that little punk walking around shirt that says Stranger Things on it for? Anyway, so I thought that was pretty cool. So pick that one up. And then I also got, this one's really cool. I could wear this one to the gym. Probably wear this one in the summers and stuff when it's a little bit warmer, but it's a sleeveless Stranger Things with Vecna in the front of it. I'm sorry, is that Vecna? No, that's one of those little animal things that they have in the show. But anyway, so I picked this bad boy up. Black, Stranger Things, got the creepy little, I forgot what they called those in the show. So somebody remind me if you're on the live and remember. So I grabbed that, so got me 3 shirts. By the way, their merchandise ain't cheap. They're making a killing on this merchandise. I mean, they made a fortune off of me, but it's definitely the way to go. And that's the way everybody does it. Write a hit TV show and then merchandise it. You make money off the merchandising. Pretty much in any area. You create a brand and then you create merchandise around that brand and make money off the merchandise. To the cleaners. So anyway, those are the shirts. I think we'll stay on apparel here. Let me show you what else I got. So the Hellfire Club. Got this cool looking trucker hat. Hellfire Club. Comes with a pin on it. HFC. Says HFC member. Hellfire Club. And then underneath the brim, what does it say? Members only. Yeah. Pretty cool looking hat. So I could look like a trucker, or I could look like I guess Dustin from the show. So that's pretty cool. I got the Hellfire Club hat. I saw that and I said, hell yeah, because, I'm a nerd. Well, I think I'm a nerd. I guess I'm a nerd. Nerds rule, right? They're the ones making all the money in this world. So, but anyway, so I saw that. I'm like, hell yeah, I got to have that Hellfire Club. That's pretty cool. They gave us this for free because when we got into the check-in line, I was like, we get anything free with this? So they threw in kind of this little Netflix Stranger Things, little kind of like bag setup. Has Mike and Lucas, Dustin, and 11, and then it has Will upside down on the back. See, they have his name spelled upside down. It's pretty cool. They just kind of threw that in there because anytime I go anywhere, I said, where's the freebies? I'm spending all this money. What do I get for free, right? Where's the promo items? Next up, we have 11. If you know Stranger Things, you know 11. Let me close my laptop. It's over there. It's probably seeing all that stuff on my laptop. So we got 11 here, a little action figure. It will remain unopened. I'm actually going to order these acrylic cases to put this in so that way it doesn't get messed up over the years. It stays in the original condition. So we have 11. And we also have Hopper. I know there's a little bit of glare from my window. So we got Hopper on here. So I saw these two this was on the first trip, on the first visit, right? As soon as we walked in the store, I saw these two and I grabbed them right away because I didn't want them to run out and I didn't want anybody else to snatch these up. So I grabbed them. And I was looking for all the other characters and because I was going to grab every single one of them. That's how much a fan of the show I am. I was going to grab every single one of them, but didn't see any others. So I asked the cashier, hey, did they just make these two? Are you out of the others? What's the deal? And they said Hopper and 11 are the only two characters that they made in this size action figure. For those who are just hopping on right now, I'm talking about my score at the Stranger Things store here in Grapevine Mills Mall that I visited twice and kind of just sharing some of the merchandise that I picked up there. So this is Hopper and 11. Got the Hopper and 11 action figures. So got those two. That was really rad. I'm staying on my first trip. Next up, we got the official soundtrack, Stranger Things vinyl. Stranger Things music from the Netflix original series Stranger Things, right? It's a double-sided vinyl album, and then it also comes with a poster. This also will remain unopened because it's a collectible, and I don't want to run it. I'm going to save it for the years. I was thinking about buying two of them so I could keep one unopened, and then I could play the albums on the other. But then I'm like, we live in a streaming environment. Yeah, I know vinyl's making a comeback. People are buying albums and playing them on their vinyl record players and stuff. But I was like, I'll just buy one, and then I'll just create a playlist on Spotify or something, Amazon, whatever. And then just, if I want to listen to the soundtrack, I could just stream it, right? That's what we do these days in 2022. But it is cool to have the vinyl. So they have, on the first record, they have side A, the intro, Will singing to the Clash. They have Every Breath You Take by the Police, Should I Stay or Should I Go by the Clash, Coffee and Contemplation Dialogue, Hazy Shade of Winter from the Bangles, Nocturnal Me, Echo and the Bunnymen, Bring Him Home Dialogue, Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart. Who knows Sunglasses at Night? That song. I wear my sunglasses at night. Yeah. If you're from the 80s, you know that song. Girls on Film. Oh, this is side B. Girls on Film, Duran Duran. Just Because People Tell You dialogue. Atmosphere by Joy Division. Maybe I'm Crazy dialogue. Twist of Fate by Olivia Newton-John. Says Logic dialogue. The Ghost in You by the Psychedelic Furs. And Africa by Toto. So then we have second album, side C, You Don't Mess Around with Jim by Jim Croce. Funny story. I'm going to see if I can turn my camera here for you guys. If you're still listening to me, You Don't Mess Around with Jim by Jim Croce. If you don't know Jim Croce, he was a famous, rock singer, musician from back in the 70s. His plane crashed in Natchitoches, Louisiana, after playing at Northwestern State University. Horrific accident. Everybody on board killed. But anyway, so Jim Croce, my short film back here, I have the poster, The Johnny Starr Story. You could look it up on IMDb, The Johnny Starr Story. It's a short film about 25 minutes long. That film is actually inspired by the death of Jim Croce and the events that happened. And, there's a whole conspiracy theory around it. Local DA was murdered, house set on fire, killed, murderer never found. Supposedly he got too close to the truth. Started finding out about some illegal dealings about local law enforcement and what was going on. And they were covering up stuff. And the rumor is he got too close and is killed because of it. So anyway, Jim Croce, that's interesting that this song is on here. I didn't even know this song was on here. My short film, The Johnny Starr Story, was inspired by the whole surroundings death of Jim Croce and his band, and the investigator that was killed and his murderer was never found. Very interesting. So you can look it up on IMDb. It's not out anywhere right now due to some licensing issues. We had trouble getting distribution for it, so we're still working on trying to find distribution for it. Hey, what's up, Jen Soko? If you're just joining me, I'm talking about my haul from the Stranger Things store in Grapevine Mills, where I got all this cool merchandise, doing kind of an unboxing for you guys. So anyway, Jim Croce, next, Side C album on this double-sided record vinyl with poster, Accident or Not dialogue. Whip It by Devo. If you don't know Whip It, whip it. Whip it good. That's another 80s. Runaway by Bon Jovi. Yeah, she's a little runaway. Or whatever. Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics. And then on side D, we have Mouth Breather dialogue. Back to Nature by Fad Gadget. She's Our Friend and She's Crazy dialogue. Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions. Yeah, you know that song. Heroes by Peter Gabriel. Friends Don't Lie dialogue. Eligia, New Order, and then the outro with Will singing The Clash. So, yeah, pretty cool. This is a collector's item. Stranger Things, double vinyl with poster. There's the back there. So, yeah, these items will remain unopened. So I got 2 action figures, double vinyl with poster. I got the Hellfire Club hat right here. Bam. I got this cool bag. I got 3 shirts. So then I decided, hey, I spent all this money at the store for probably overpriced merchandise. Let's go back and do it again. Oh, I love it. Yeah, well, we went back because the first time they didn't have shirts in the sizes that my kids needed. So we had to make a second trip to find shirts for them. And my wife needed to return her shirt because she got a similar shirt as me. She got this one, the Friends Don't Lie shirt also. But you see this brown accent on the sleeve? Well, on her shirt, one of the sleeves was missing this brown accent. So we had to go return it or exchange it, right? She exchanged it for the same shirt, basically. So that's another reason we went back, and I ended up seeing a bunch of more cool stuff that I just had to have because, even though I look like a grown man, I'm really a kid in a grown man's body. So spent more money. So then I saw these bad boys. And because if you're just joining me, I mentioned that I got these action figures, and Will and Hopper are the only 2 that they made of these action figures. Why? I don't know. So that was kind of disappointing for me. But then when I went back, I saw these bad boys right here. The Pops, Stranger Things, and they had every single one of them. So they had Lucas, they had Dustin, They had Will. They had Steve. They had 11. I'm running out of room here, guys. They had Mike. Mike was pretty cool. Yeah, I like Mike. He was cool. And then they also had Robin. So, that is my haul that I got from the Stranger Things pop-up store at the Grapevine Mills Mall here in Dallas, Texas. Well, Grapevine Mills, Texas, to be exact. But yeah, so they had all of these. And I got, well, you know what? No, they didn't have all of them because they're missing a couple of characters. But these are all the ones they had. I got 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 7 of them. So it wasn't as disappointing since they didn't have the other characters in the taller action figures. At least they had these. So I scooped up all these. I saw these. I said, yes, I'm getting every single one of them. And I grabbed them all. And when we got to the counter, and my wife was seeing that I was grabbing all this stuff, and she gave me the look. She gave me the look, and I looked at her, and I looked at the cashier, and I told the cashier, don't tell my wife I'm buying all of this. The cashier laughed. I laughed. My wife didn't laugh. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Pretty cool. You know, I'm a huge Stranger Things fan, and I picked up all this stuff, and it's going to be collectibles. I'm getting acrylic cases for these bad guys here also, so I could put in the acrylic cases, close them up, and they'll stay good for like 5,000 years or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll double my money in like 10,000 years or something. But that's not the point. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that I love this show. I'm a huge fan of the 80s. And I just wanted to collect these, you know, as a remembrance, because this show encapsulates everything that was great about the 80s. So